Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy and we are continuing to build our Book Nook Garage DIY by PlayfulMario. So on our last video, if you watched, we got our floor, our car installed, our left wall and our back wall all put together. So we have the semblance of our garage. So our battery pack is in here, and I will, before we put the top on, have to turn it on. Right now I do have it turned off because we do have one light wired up here, and with it on, maybe. Uh-oh. It was on. Oh, there. So I must not have something connected tight enough. Okay, so we do have a light shining down over the top of the car, and it's very bright, especially when you've got, you know, oh, so yeah, something is and now it's not working. Oh, okay. I'm glad we figured this out now before everything was put together. Oh, you guys, this is a touch sensor. This right here. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, look. Now it doesn't. Okay. So yeah, okay. I just don't know where the sensor is. So we're gonna leave it on and hope that if it comes on, like, we're gonna leave the battery pack on. And then if the light keeps going on, I'll just touch something and it'll go off. So it is because I was like, how are we gonna get to the battery pack? We've got a touch sensor. Okay, so we do have a light here, and I did put it in correctly. When we built it, we did it face down through that bottom hole. So I'm going to go ahead and stick. I just don't like the way that falls down, and there's no way to keep it up until we put the front face on. So what did we do? We finished up number 16. So now we need to scoot this a little bit because we're going to build a couple pieces, but then we're going to put them in there right away. So all right, so we need a 14, 15, and 17. A 14, 15, and 17. So these three little ones here. These are popping out pretty dang good. And of course, it shows you when you need to use glue, and when they have the little bits, you don't need to use glue, but I am gluing everything because I started gluing them. I'm gonna finish gluing them. And I'm also blacking out the sides of everything. Okay, if you watched my last video and you heard the tremendous uproar in the wall, the room behind me, as soon as I got done, I was like, I went out there. My mom would never watching TV. Dodgers won again. 3 out of the 4 needed for playoff status. And we won. But anyways, I was like, what in the world were you doing? And he goes, I was actually right on both accounts. I just didn't know why. So he had just gotten home, and he was in taking his boots off. And when he went to slip his little flip-flops on, when he bent forward, his hat bill hit a picture on his wall. So I said should be just changing his boots. He was. And I said it sounded like he's trying to hang a picture, but I didn't know why he would be hanging a picture when he just got home from work. So his hat bill hit the picture on his wall and knocked it down. And he was trying to put it back up. And he said he put it against the wall, let go, and it crashed. Picked it up, put it against the wall, like 3 times. The 4th time, it stayed for a second and then fell. And then he just let it. And I was like, okay, well, and also I did say it sounds like he's hanging a picture. So I was right on both accounts. I just didn't know why. So yeah, his hat knocked it down. And he goes, oh, were you recording? I go, yeah, and it sounded like you were going to come through the wall and join me. He does apologize to everybody. And those little crevices there. As much as I can. Can't always get, excuse me, every little bit. But we'll just get what we can. And then our third piece here, and I'll say it again, I know I say it each video, but if you don't want to watch me do this, go ahead and fast forward till I'm assembling again. You won't hurt my feelings. It's okay, but this is just a little something extra I do. Stave off the boredom of creating the same things, although this is not the same as my usual kits, so wasn't bored, but it is a bit of a smaller kit, so I kind of wanted to extend it a little bit, and this will help do that. So, and plus I just like the look. Okay, so these are all double-sided, and so we're going to put this flat side top up, and it's going to go in this hole here and this hole here. So just pretty much standard. Oh, let me get a wipey so when my glue glumps and air bubbles out, I don't wear it all over the pieces. I don't know if we're supposed to shake this or not. It doesn't actually say to shake, but I don't know. I'm just going with it. Oh, this is Aleene's Turbo Tacky Glue in the pen. I usually use Aleene's original tacky glue in a little in a precision point bottle, but I have still like a quarter of a regular bottle, and then I have a full, even bigger bottle. So I couldn't, they do make the turbo tacky in a full bottle, but I just couldn't see buying it in a bottle form while I still have so much already to use. So I found them in the pen form. It says 50% faster tacky time, not dry time, tacky time, for it to get tacky. Now it does a pretty good job. It does a really good job. It's just much thinner than the original tacky glue, because that original tacky glue I have to thin down with a couple drops of water to put in my precision bottle, or else it will not come out, and I squeeze so hard I crack the bottle. which I've done twice. So yeah, it's a bit thinner. So I'm learning to work with it. Just missed an edge there. Okay, so there's this piece, and then we're gonna make one other piece, E's, okay? All right, so we need E9, 2 of them. Oh, those are, yes, inside. So when we took E8 out, which was the frame for our window, we had to take the center part out, which has E9 and then A8. So we need the 2 E9s here. And these do crack out really good. I was worried that, but it's printed on. This is it's printed on. So, because I was like, oh, if it's kind of like papered or something, you know, that might crack, but it's not. This is very nicely done. And those are Corona boxes, which is what my mom on very rare occasion drinks. So we need the 2 of them. Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna make like 1 box. So we need E18, 19, and 20. Oh, 18, 19, and 20. So these are going to be the other sides. And then 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Let's go ahead and black out our sides. So I just got to tell you, I love when companies use technology and then just make the employees redouble the information. So by that, I'll explain. So I'd go to the pharmacy today and pick up, I wear a patch at night for a very severe restless leg syndrome. And a few years ago, the medication that I had taken for years and years and years had started to rebound on me and making it worse. If that was, I didn't think that was possible. But so that means trip to the neurologist. And it's actually a patch for it's mostly used for Parkinson's, but it is also used for extreme RLS, so which is what I have. I started out with 1 milligram, and now I'm up to 7. Now they go up to 8. However, they don't make a 7 patch. So I was doing a 6 and a 1. And I think just like, am I even on camera? Sorry, guys. I think like the amount of adhesive, because as the dosage increases, the size of the patch increase, right? And I think just the amount of adhesive was too much in one spot. So I asked my doctor, can we do a 3 and a 4? Yeah, no problem. Insurance covers it. Yep, good to go. So I have the app for my pharmacy, and I get this notification that they want to verify that I am indeed taking 2 different doses. So I go through there's like 4 steps to verify this. And I've done it before when I did the 6 and 1. So I know what to do. Yep, got it. So I do all that before I go in to pick them up. And I go in to pick them up. And the checkout person was like, oh, okay. They have to call the pharmacist over, and they have to go through all the same questions and type it in that I did on the app. And I'm like, why did I even bother to do it on the app? And he actually looks at me, he goes, yeah, I don't know. Don't bother next time. each time you're going to have to do these questions, and I'm going to have to do them for you whether you do it on the app or not. I'm like, that is so redundant and so ridiculous. So from now on, I will not be bothering with the questions that my app gives me because the pharmacist has to do it anyways. And I think that's just so ridiculous. If you're going to implement it into the app, implement it so it doesn't have to be redone in person. Crazy. Last one here. Okay. So now, how do we put this together? So our sides are going to go, obviously, with where you can, see them. And the larger, so the one with 2 notches are going to face towards you. So yes, they're going to face, Corona faces out. Okay. So I'm going to put, there's going to be one here, one here, and this one is on the bottom is going to be okay, messed up. Those, that's the top. Okay, so the big one that has the Corona, so that's going to go right here. And we're going to get that all the way smashed in there. Okay, and then on the top is going to be one of these, and they're going to go little points up. Okay, so it sets in a bit further. And then on the back side, is the other little one that's going to go points up. And then now this one's just going to connect on all of those, so and again, these don't necessarily need glue on these. It does not show to glue, but that's just me. Oh, I was like, uh-oh, what did I do wrong? No, I just had it flipped wrong. Get that back one in, and then we can line up the front ones. Oh, no. Okay, maybe. Wait on the back one. There we go. Okay, and then on the top, why are you not, which one's not locked in? Because they're not even. There we go. Okay, and then the top one, okay, yeah, narrow sides front to back. Okay, you're going to explode again. Yep. There we go. It's going to sit all the way down flat. So it gives us like 2 stacks. Okay. Still way cute. All right, and now we're going to put these 2 items into here. So our Corona boxes are going to go in front on, so this is the back. This is the left side. It's going to go, not the first 2, it's going to go these 2 right under the shelf here. I think that's what it is. I was like, why am I keep working too far over? My chair was in the wrong position. Sorry, guys. I'm centered now. So now what I'm curious about, because everything like on the back pops out a little bit, is this going to pop through? Yeah, they do. They pop. They're just a little bit long. Okay. And then this is going to go, okay, first we need, so it's going to go in these 2 here, but there's one that goes back here. So we need A7. A7 is right here. And while I'm pulling it, we also need B11. Okay, B11 is this little garage service repair, mechanic on duty sign. And then we need, okay, we'll get to our wheels in a minute. First, we're going to go ahead and black these ones out. This sign we're going to glue up. Okay, the white tab is going to go down. Okay, so that's an oil jug, and looks like a oil filter maybe? Oh, those are the oil filters. That's like a gallon, big gallon jug. Not sure what that is over there, but something I'm sure to do with the oil. I was just reminded of I took a class my senior year of high school, so like 30, oh my gosh, 33 years ago. Wow. I needed another elective, and it was, what was it called? It was like practical skills, I think. It was held, the auto shop teacher taught it, so we were out in the auto shop. we did things like we learned how to Kelly Blue Book a car from the ads and call and, you know, inquire about it. We painted our classroom. I was supervisor, by the way. I didn't actually have to paint. Okay, so this is going to go in this hole also along the back wall. I'm just going to go a little edge down. We did things like we learned how to build a little a little pony wall, and then wire a light, little light bulb on it. And the funnest part was I seemed to, no matter how I would hit the the nail, I would make sparks. And so after we were all done, we created a fun little contest to see who could throw the biggest sparks, the farthest sparks, the most sparks. Yeah, that was fun. But we also, and the point is, we learned how to change oil, an oil filter, do like an oil change, and we got to use the teacher's car. And of course mine, my car would not. Okay, so these, the tall little spikes are going to be on towards the back, towards the car, and they're going to sit right there. The filter like was cross-threaded when it was put on, and I could not for the life of me get it out. And we were in the auto shop, and so next period comes in, I'm still under the car in the bay trying to get this off because the teacher has to have it back by the end of the day. I got the cutest boy. No, it was my junior year, I think, because he was a senior. Yeah, got the, oh, okay. And sorry. Okay, why won't you turn off now? What, now it won't turn off? What is happening? You guys. Before it wouldn't stay on, now it won't turn off. Alright. Sorry about my dog. Kids are out playing in the street. So yeah, I got like the cutest guy in school who didn't know I was alive. Still didn't, but he had to help me. I believe I went the rest of the day with oil dripping down my arms, and that was a mess. But it was fun. Alright, so there's that. Now our little garage sign is going to go on the back wall. It does fit in there. It just okay, well, okay, so in the picture it just shows an arrow pointing back here, but on the box it shows it like this, like just on that bottom row. Is that oh yeah, because those are brown because I marked them black. Yeah, so it's just like, okay, and it does show glue for this, so I'm going to just put the glue on here. Whoop, 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 sorry. We're going to put the glue on there. Ooh. Now, obviously, it needs to be in further than the edge. Don't put it right on the edge. And I just want to make sure it's straight. Okay, there we go. Now we need our tires. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 in one stack, 3 in another stack, and then 1. So we're going to put one of them over here along. It's just going to go flat up against the wall. Now here's my issue with not having it set. Okay, this is the part of the book Nook I hate. Because if you put this too far back, because this wall is not steady yet, when you glue it down, and if this pushes the wall too far back and then you go to connect the front, it's not going to connect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have this pushed up to the Corona boxes, because the Corona boxes are steady, right? And then remember you have that little knob in back, so it's going to go, and I'm going to just leave a little bit of room. So I'm going to put mine, so if you can see it's in the middle of a square, I'm going to put mine in the full next square. That way I make sure I have plenty of room for that wall to be adjusted. I don't know how well this glue is going to do on the rubber, so we'll see. Okay, now we're going to, let's see, those are glue signs, so we're going to glue all of these. Okay, so we need 1, 2 in a stack, and then one's going to sit on top. And then, so I'm stacking them upside down. 1, 2, because then they'll go, it kind of fits right in there. 3, and then when we set this, I'm going to set it in front of the center, and those 2 center pieces will kind of help hold it up. Okay, so I'm just going to put it around that centerpiece. I'm not going to put it around the edges of the wheel. And then here I'm going to put it on the bottom of that centerpiece. Nope, flip it around. This bottom touches the back side of that center. I think I am going to put a little bit on the inner edge here, just so this bit here will catch it, hopefully. Okay. And on the back, and a little bit in the front. I don't know if this glue is going to hold it, so I'm kind of checking. It's starting to get tacky, so maybe it will. All right, now these 2 stacks are going to sit up on this shelf right here. And it does show to glue these down also. So it shows the 3 stack on the edge. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to hold. And then the 4 stack. Oh no. Dropped our top wheel off, and now we've got everything misaligned. Awesome. There we go. Put you back on there. Now we're not going to tilt these for a while because I want to give it time, true time, because like this is just starting to get tacky because of the rubber. So I don't know if it will truly hold them or not. We're going to give them a chance. Okay, we're going to give them a chance. So that was number 17. I know that was a lot, but we had a lot going on in that section. Just making sure I got them all. Okay, on to 18. Okay, so we're going to set this aside now and let it work on drawing some. Hopefully. Cross our fingers, or else we'll be back. So, we're going to build, I don't know what this is, but we're D's. Okay. So D27, D18, this red one here, D31, 31 arrow here. Okay, so this is one of our tool chests. And then G1 and G2. One. G1 and G2. Black everything out here. Tried watching starting a new series today, earlier, whatever, called The Listener. It's on like Roku, which is one of the free streaming apps. You just got a couple commercials, I think. Yeah, it was also on Tubi, but I think I just hit whatever one was first, and it was Roku. A guy can hear everybody's thoughts, like from a young kid he could, and he's an EMT, and so he tries to help people because he can hear their thoughts. I didn't make it through the first episode. It wasn't the episode's fault. I'll just say that, at least now. I didn't give it a true try. I fell asleep. I was tired, you guys. I was very, very tired after running our errands today and not sleeping good for like the last so many days. Yeah, I took a little nap, so I just turned it off. I was trying to figure it out. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't given it a fair shot. So I'm gonna give it a fair shot. I'm gonna try it again. Probably after this, I'll go in and turn it back on. Also started a new book. It's actually for my book club that our local library has. It's called The God in the Winds. Or no, sorry, The God in the Woods. Not about religion at all, though. It's I've only got a couple chapters in. 1975. A 13-year-old, I think, goes missing from a summer camp. And it's supposed to be like mystery and intrigue, and it was pretty good. I just didn't have a whole lot of time to read. But I read a couple chapters really quickly, so it seems, like I said, it's fairly thick book, and I'm new into it. I have like 2.5 weeks to read it, which is no problem. Our last one I read in a day and a half, so that was The Red Tent. So yeah, I'll get it read in time. But so far, having, like I said, just a few chapters in, it seems very well written. I cannot remember the author. Very well written. and I'm glad it's more up my alley than last month's book. So mystery, intrigue, kidnapping, you know, murder, all that stuff. It's funny, I've not been watching a ton of true crime lately. If any of you have listened to me when I'm like randomly spouting off weird stuff, like when I'm cutting paper or folding boxes or flowers or something, you know, I should say, if you know, you know. I talk a lot about, I love true crime. I also love supernatural, which is kind of funny because they're like total opposites, but that's basically what I watch and what I read. And usually my YouTube viewing history list is all true crime, and lately they've not been. They've been Smosh, which is a channel. They have multiple channels. They have Smosh Games, Smosh Pit. I don't know what that one is yet, but I don't go on Reddit, but they read Reddit stories and comment. It's hilarious. They're hilarious. Okay, so front and back, side and side, and top. Okay, and all the reds are gonna, the sides are double-sided. The front is double-sided. The back, just the top is not double-sided. Okay, we got this. Oh, don't bend down. Gotta have it flat, and it's gotta go all the way in. There we go. Nope, not yet. Almost. Okay. Only, yeah, that's right. So the tabs are down, but the little hole's on top. Okay. Gotta squeeze on the right spots, I guess. There's little bits here that you gotta squeeze on. That went in much easier. Okay, and then we're gonna put the front on. Whoop! That's just an air bubble. It wasn't that much glue. The only thing I'm not crazy about these pens is, and it's probably my fault for not putting the lid on every time, but come on, I'm not going to put the lid on every time. So it does get a lot of air bubbles. There we go. All right, and then red up. Oh, crud. Don't put both sides on first. Because these got to go in the holes. 1 second. Oh, that hurt my feet. The corners jammed right underneath both those thumbnails. Oh, that hurt. Okay, I definitely have to get this done before Tuesday. Obviously I will, it's only Thursday. Oh, those are tender now because I'm getting my nails done Tuesday. I will not be able to do this with nails. Ooh, and it surprised me. So, yeah, that was wow. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay, so now we can put the side on because now it will, we would have never got that piece in both in the second hole. Okay, I'm in the bottom ones. Hello. There it goes. There we go. There's our little tool chest. Okay. Now we need more D's. Where are we time-wise? 45. Okay. So I'm going to put these in order on my mat that they're in order here because we're going to make a stack. So D12 is top. D11 is second. D9, which is here, it's what everything's going to slide onto. D16, and it's going to go in that slot. D15 and D14. Okay, and then H1. Wait, what is H1? Huh? We didn't have any. Oh. H1 here is gonna, so I'm not gonna have to black these out because H1 is gonna wrap around it. And it does say glue. Is this not a sticker? This is a sticker, but it does say, well, it doesn't give the, okay, this is weird. Usually it gives a little, the little symbol for glue. This does not show the symbol. It actually just says the word glue. So it doesn't mean because it's a sticker. I will probably extra glue it on anyways. Okay, so first off, we're going to start here and we're going to go one in and it's going to go all the way up. Okay, and then our second one, or our bottom one, I mean. That was D15 and this is D14. It's only going to sit like there. And then D11 is going on top all the way down. And just a hint from, because these are like the 3D wooden puzzles. Well, it does say this is a wooden puzzle. But anyways, don't try, if you have ones that are going to slide further down, don't try to go one side and then the other. You're never going to get it. Once you get it started evenly, then you can wiggle it back and forth. But do try to get it on even. Okay, and then D12 on top with the brown sticking up. And then D16 is going to go right there. Okay, so it's nice and even, sticking out of the bottom. Now we're going to take, I'm going to take just, okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue I know our paper will hold it in, but that wants to just like fall right out. This is based on my own personal history from using stickers from some of these companies. They're not always the stickiest, right? So, let me make sure. Yeah, top to bottom. So I'm just top and bottom. I'm not going to do it on all of them. And I'm just doing it very sparingly. Just to give it a little help, you know, just a little help. I can't remember, one of the libraries I did, oh my gosh, all of them were stickers, which was, lots of books, obviously it was a library. And I was so thankful that they were stickers until I tried to put them on and nothing stuck after like 10 seconds. So I had to glue them all anyways. All right, get that on there even, top and bottom. Nice. It's a nice fit. Yeah. So we're just going to walk that all the way around. Okay, I got off a little bit somewhere down here. Probably my fault. And it does overlap just a bit. That's good. Okay. Oh, that's nice. I am a little bit high right there. No, not the wood. I just took a huge chunk out of that wood. Wow, what was I doing? So I'm going to grab, whoops, don't knock all the things off. I'm just gonna grab my brown marker and a little bit on the edge of that paper because it's just showing the white. And oh, you know what? Where did you go? I always forget about doing this. Takes off excess without cutting the wood. Does show off that little bit of white, which no one's gonna notice but me. I will. On just the top of that paper. I never thought you could color the edge of a paper or glue an edge of the paper till I started making miniatures. And I'm like, first time, you want me to do what? And I was like, wait, I wonder if that'll work. It does. You can glue and color the edge of a paper. I do it all the time. It's the perfect brown too. Wow. Okay. going to worry about the bottom, as long as it's flush so it doesn't cause any issues. It's all good. There we go. If anything, it just gives it a little more character, a little more dirtiness, because this is a flammable barrel. Whatever's in it is flammable. Shall we? This is only 3 pieces and then 4 pieces. Let's make 2 more things because I really want to get to the jack. So we're going to get D21, 21, and 19. We got to glue together. So one of the 21s is already popped out. Another 21 and a 19. Now these are one-sided. Oh, look. If you were trying to put them here, like, they won't. So you got to put them back to back. And then, okay, the one with the white tab is going in the back. The one that does not have that bottom tab is in the front. And then this is going, okay, it's got the same markings. It's just going to 3D that top part of that blue. So we're going to glue all those together. And then I will black out the sides. Gotta remember to get my warm water paper towel. I keep forgetting. And it does show to glue these together. It's not just me. So you basically want to line up the top sections. A little extra glue where I didn't need it. That's okay. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it on the back of this one. Actually, I'm going to black out this one first, so it's not already on. The other piece, and then I would be getting marker on that. While we're at it, let's just, I should have done these separately, dang it. We're going to run a little bit over an hour, but I'm okay with that. This is number 20, and I know 16 had a lot of bits. I really want to try to get to 20. Actually, it's going to be 20 and 21, because I also really want to make the floor jack. That is the whole initial reason why I bought this kit. It's the only thing my dad teases me about on the other garage that I made. It doesn't have a floor jack. But I think this one is going out in his garage. because of all the other signs and things that are just so him. So like the previous garage I built is in the living room on the entertainment center. I have a feeling this is going to go out in his garage, which is kind of, you know, his man cave. And he has all his NASCAR stuff out there. So he has shelves up everywhere. And I think, I just have a suspicion this will be taking a place out there. Excuse me. So we've got a lot of little nooks and crannies in this one. That's why I was like, oh, maybe I should have done it separate. That's okay. We'll just get what we can. What we can't, oh well, we won't fret about it. We won't fret about it. Who says that? I don't know. I'm just going to color my own fingers. I don't know if that's going to be covered up or not. Cannot get in that one, but that's okay. All right, now let's stick on the front. So the little one that's in the corner is going to match there. Okay, so the fronts match up. I'm so used to the wood kind of sucking up the glue, and the back pieces do, but when you put it on a front piece that's painted, it does not suck up the glue. That's why I didn't really like over glue per se, but now there's like a lot of excess glue squeezing out because that printed top is not like absorbing as much as the glue as the back of the front of the other piece. Okay, it will dry clear, but I just went ahead and kind of knocked a lot of it off. Okay, so we got that one. Now the jack. So we need D17, which is here. D40, 41, and 42. 40. This also says D40, but it's like in a little square, and so that's C10. These might be extras, I'm thinking. Maybe not. I don't, because those are C10s. Why are those here? Didn't we already use C10? Nope, but we have two C10s over on the C page. I don't know for sure. It's just a guess. And then 41, which is on the right side, and 42 goes on the left side. We'll finish this up. It doesn't show glue on this one. They do have holes. We'll finish this up and we'll call it for the night. I know I'm over an hour, but sometimes when you're just in the build, you're just in the build, and I'm just like, oh, I want to get this done. That's at one point a while ago. I did try to do like half-hour videos. Didn't work. I don't know how you guys went. I only did a couple of them, but it didn't work for me because I would just be like really getting into the swing of things. And then it's like, wait, what? I'm supposed to quit? So, yeah, the half-hour thing was not a good one for me. So I try to shoot for an hour. I try to not overshoot it by too much if I can help it. But sometimes, like I said, you're just in the groove, or I'll be right in middle of a like complicated piece to build, and it's like I'm not stopping now, because if I stop and come back to it like either tomorrow or later that day, I might forget where I'm at and what I was doing. So sometimes you just gotta continue through. Before I started recording, some days I sat at my desk, oh my gosh, all day. Like, I mean, obviously I'd get up and take breaks because my body cannot go that long. An hour's pushing it for me. But yeah, I would sometimes literally just be at my desk almost all day. And honestly, even when I started recording, when I was in California, so my desk was in my bedroom, I also did many full days or almost full days sessions. I just don't do that now because I try to be respectful and share the office space. So if anybody needs to come in, they're not like, oh my gosh, Missy's still in there. Which they would never do that. But I'm just saying, I try to be considerate. Get this last piece blacked out here real quick. Slap it all together. And we'll have our floor jack. And then, yes, I'm going to show my dad immediately. I think that side will probably be on the ground. Probably didn't need to do it, but oh well. Okay. What am I trying to do? All right. So these are double-sided, so just the top, the one with the hole in the back, and then the little fork area in the back. It's going to go in each of these holes, and then this is going to go, the little step, the longest part is going down in there. All right. So, of course, you do not, again, you don't need glue for this part. So it's going to run long ways up along the side piece. Yeah, it's time for me to be done. I just did one of each way. There's a tab on it. A big white tab, too. Like, how did I don't know. No, come off, please. Because I was like, why didn't they line up? All right, this does stick up just a bit. And it should be flush with it. Okay, and then this little step part here. Oh, too much glue. Is going to go kind of difficult to get it in because the edge is here, and I don't want to push too hard on this top of the handle because I don't want it to break. But we want to get it all the way in there. There we go. Might need something like tweezers or anything to just help you push it in a bit. There's our little floor jack. I'm so happy. Okay, so we made our toolbox and we made our flammable barrel, and then we have our, it's an air compressor, isn't it? I bet you that's an air compressor. I had to think. I'm like, it's not the engine like I originally thought, 'cause it's called wheels. I bet you it's some type of like an air compressor or something like that. And then we've got our floor jack. So, all right, well, we got these done. We also got bits, our Corona bottles, our tires, our garage sign, and I think it's going to be the engine holder placed inside of our garage already. So I think these are adorable. I really, really do. I like them. Like them. So that was all the way through instruction number 21. Real quick, put the lid on this. I want to check on those tires just super quick. Even if they don't work, we're not going to correct it right now. But that way at least I can go, yes, it's fine, and get it out of my head. Or no, it's going to be something we have to address next time. Let's just take a quick. Okay, nope, it's, oh, they're all holding. Okay, that one's not quite dry because I just popped it, but this one, they're starting to hold. Okay, I might need to re-glue that a little bit. We'll give it a little bit more time. If anything, I might need to put a little bit more glue on that top one because I kind of rocked it a little too much and it came undone. But yeah, so those are starting. They're not great. I'm gonna let them sit overnight. I'll double check them tomorrow. Worst case scenario, where we come back, we have to unstack them, super glue them together. It might be something that we have to do, but we'll cross that bridge. So therefore, I'm not going to tip this because I don't want those tires to fall over. So we've got all of these. And then, okay, next we're going to make the engine. Then we're going to place everything. And then it looks like we're going to put on, are we putting on the roof? Not the whole roof, but a part of it. Okay, well, we will get started next time with instruction number 22. If you guys are still here, you are the absolute true rock stars. Honestly, I really, really do appreciate you guys. This is turning into quite a fun build. I thought it'd be very simple. It's not, I don't think it's really a 4-star other than when you have to connect the walls and all the parts. That is a little bit difficult. But as far as like putting together the pieces, I don't really see this as a 4-star. To me, this is more of, honestly, if you can follow instructions, maybe a 2, 3 at the most. I would give this a 3-star for the fact of the walls. That would be just me, but that's just me. I've done some pretty difficult builds, but like full houses and stuff. So That's just from my personal experience, but it is a fun one. It's a fun one for me. It's a bit more relaxing for me, other than the walls. Oh, and the wires. The wires are just like, because, see, oh yeah, now it's touch. I don't know what this is doing, though. This is the thing that's weirding me out. Because sometimes when I move it, just randomly, it turns on and off. Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.